Hi Sagittarius, it's CJ from CJ Soul Messages. I am going to be doing your love reading for the end of March, possibly leading a bit into April. I am doing this reading on March 24th, so really probably for the next 7 to 10 days. You know, time is fluid, so fit it where it may fit. As well as this can apply to anyone that's, any Sagittarius that's in a committed relationship, as well as being single, as the energies of the reading still apply. Doesn't matter. And of course, it's for your sun, your moon, your rising, or Venus, as well as any cross watchers that are out there interested in what might be going on with our beautiful Sagittariuses for this remainder of March. So let's begin. Thank you so much for all of the support of my channel. It means a lot to me and I am really grateful. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, Saggy, let's see what is going on with you for this last bit of March. All right, 2022, of course. All right, Spirit, let's go. Sagittarius, a beautiful fire sign for the last bit of March here, leading into April 2022. What is happening? Sagittarius, love. The last week or so of March 2022. Love, Sagittarius. All right. Sagittarius in love. What is happening for them? For all the fire signs out there that are under the Sagittarius zodiac. Oh, well, we got two that just flipped out. All right, we have two cards, passion and retreat. Well, that's kind of interesting. Codependency is on the bottom here. So we'll keep that in mind. Not going to really tune in too much to this at this moment, but we have passion, which we all love passion in our romance. It says, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So it is really let your beautiful, passionate side come out. And Saggy, you have a lot of passion. Man, oh man, are you not just that romantic person? You're very spontaneous, very giving. You're the fire element. So you when you are feeling it, you are very, very full of passion. And we have retreat. Kind of goes actually hand in hand, especially if you are in a relationship or at the beginning stage of a new relationship. It says it's time to disconnect from the world. So I do kind of feel right off the start that for some of you out there, it's almost like if there's been roadblocks or if you've felt maybe not so passionate over the last while, maybe you've been so focused on work or family or, money, etc., maybe the passion has kind of just been lying there smoldering, but not quite yet flaming because you've had to put all this energy in other areas, Sag. The cards are saying that maybe it's time to retreat, whether it's for an hour, a day, a week, however long. Take a break from the world, disconnect, maybe unplug our phones or computer, although I know it's not the easiest thing anymore in our lives. I always seem to be reliant on it. But perhaps this is an indication that there's a need for you to take a little bit of time out to reconnect with your passion. Okay. And that can apply for both single and in relationships. It does say under the bottom of the deck, and I'm just going to bring it up here, codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. So look, that could be a completely different storyline that I'm getting here from Spirit. We'll see as we get into the tarot. But if that is relating to you, that is indicating that there may be some kind of imbalancement, especially in respect to those of you that are committed. There might be some imbalancement. It doesn't necessarily have to mean addictions. It could be something even as simple as maybe you are the one that's out there working, 40 to 50 hours a week, and maybe your partner isn't so much. And so maybe there's just that kind of feeling of you feel a lot more responsibility on your shoulders or something like that. So we'll see as we get into the tarot. So let's begin. Okay, for our beautiful Saggies. I like the idea of being able to take a moment and retreat from the outside world and reconnect with the passion, reconnect with your partner if you're in a relationship, get that fire sizzling again, get that spark burning brighter and bigger so that a nice fire starts to go again. But we'll see. All right, let's get into this. For Sagittarius, the last week or so of March 2022, regarding love for Sag. I feel like this is extra card. 9 of Cups. Wow, wish fulfillment card. I do feel like this is a overall energy, so I'm going to set it aside. But I do feel like there's this energy, Saggy, that if there's something you're wanting in a relationship, single or otherwise, and I'm not going to keep saying that, just apply the energy where it fits if it does. If it doesn't, it's not your read. But 9 of Cups is exciting because this is a wish fulfillment. So if you've been wishing to really reconnect with your partner and get that passion back, almost like, you know, the little beautiful butterflies going again in the tummy, it looks like it is very possible to come true with the 9 of Cups coming up. Cups is our water sign, our water element. It is about our relationships. It's about our love and our emotions. And, you know, it feels like if this is what you're wanting, it is very highly possible for this to come to you over the next week or two. Okay, let's continue. I'm going to get 3 cards here to start with, and then I'll clarify. Sagittarius, end of March 2022 regarding love. I feel like one more shuffle. All right, let's begin. King of Swords, Ace of Coins, 6 of Cups. Beautiful, beautiful cards, beautiful energy here. 8 of Swords, bottom of the deck. Not so beautiful. Okay, but then 4 Wands is underneath that. So let's start. As I was saying, if there is this, you're in a relationship or single, it feels like you have been really occupied, preoccupied almost, when it comes to love. Almost like where you are so focused on trying to work, you're so focused on trying to bring the money in, you're so focused on even expanding your career and taking care of these responsibilities, that it's like you are having this awakening over the next couple of weeks where you're really getting clear in your mind. After a time of maybe not being so clear, you're getting clear that you need to make this a priority. The relationship part needs to be a priority. And that goes for you even if you're single too. You might be hitting this point where you've spent a lot of time focusing on your career, focusing on other things except for romance. And you now are at a place where you're like, look, I need to have some love in my life. I need to have some more passion in my life. I need to feel that connection that can only happen between, you know, you and another person in a intimate kind of way. I feel like you haven't been putting the focus on that for a while here, because on the bottom of the deck we do have the 8 of Swords. And the 8 of Swords is air, the air signs. So that is, I'm just going to call out the astrology in case it counts for you, Sag, if this is a reading for you. So that is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. But the 8 of Swords is all about our thinking, our communication, the way, everything that goes on in our mind, really, our logic. But the 8 of Swords is that energy of feeling kind of stuck, feeling like you are blindfolded, feeling like you have been handcuffed. You've got swords all around you. You don't think you can get out. You don't see a way out. It is a very, it can be a self-imposed energy as well, where you think you can't find the solution. You think you cannot find the way to bring the passion back, or to, if you're single, you may be thinking that, you know, there isn't going to be someone out there. There's not going to be a romantic partner that is going to be really good for you out there. It's more of a negative energy, because it's really feeling as if it's the opposite of expansion. It is like just staying stuck. That's on the bottom of the deck. So I do feel for some of you, you've been feeling that way for a while. It could even be as simple as putting so much, having to work so much and having all these responsibilities that you feel stuck to be able to even put any focus in the love department. That there's no time, there's no energy, there's no space, whatever it may be. But it's that feeling of like, I can't move here. Give me 1 second, I just need some water. For some reason, I've just gotten very, very thirsty. Which I will just say, because as I was drinking the water, the image I just got was like, you know, I don't like that word, like when we say, oh, people are thirsty. Thirsty for love. That's not what I mean. But maybe it's been a long time since there's been passion in your life. And maybe me just all of a sudden feeling very thirsty, is the indication that it is now time that you are really wanting to make some room for a beautiful connection or a renewal of a existing connection. But you're going to get that because we have the King of Swords. King of Swords is showing up. King of Swords is, he's a king, so he has gone through all the ringers. He's made it to being the king. He's very much in control of himself. Himself, herself, non-gender specific read here. But he is very decisive. He's very clear in his thinking. He knows exactly what it is that he wants and he goes for it. There is no hesitation. He is, because there's nothing to hesitate about. He doesn't really rely on any kind of emotions here. It's more logic, the air, right? So he has gotten you, I'll speak as that, you are going to be getting that clarity. And I feel like you're already getting that as I'm going into this reading. That, you're like, I've been putting a lot of effort and a lot of work in all other areas. It's downwell time for me now to start putting some energy into love. And so it looks like that's coming for you because we have the Ace of Coins right beside the Knight of Swords. Ace of Coins, that's earth. And earth is a very grounded energy. It's one of secure, safety. It is about our material things, money, tangible things, whatever it is means, whatever material things mean for you. It also is our self-confidence. But what I love about the Ace of Pentacles showing up here is it's indicating that with this change of thinking, shifting your mind, finding the clarity of what it is you want and what you no longer want to actually put all your eggs in, for example, you have this brand new start. It's a brand new beginning. And it is about getting more grounded in your relationships, or if you're single, finding a relationship that is going to be very grounding for you and one that is potentially going to grow quite huge as long as you nurture it, as long as you remember to keep putting the effort in so that the spark continues, because when it comes to love, as we all know, you can be madly in love with someone for the longest time, but if you both get distracted and the pressures of life start to outweigh the time that you're spending together, or the time that you are, if you're single, say potentially looking for love, the flame gets smaller and smaller and it starts to go out. So we've got to find a way to really boost that energy up again. Now the Ace of Coins is exactly that. As long as there's that nurturing happening in it, as long as you keep watering the grass and fertilizing it, kind of thing, then you will have a harvest. We also have the Six of Cups here showing up. So there's a couple of ways I'm feeling about the Six of Cups in this reading for you, Saggy. It's like the Six of Cups is almost always referring to someone in the past. Now, for those of you that are single, what I'm picking up is that you may actually someone may start to contact you from your past. Maybe a previous lover. Maybe it just didn't work out back then. But I actually am getting right now decent vibes about it because the Six of Cups is actually it's like thinking back to a better time, a happier time, thinking back to that person from the past, perhaps in a very fond way. It is a number 6. Sixes for me are very harmonizing, very balanced. So for some of you that are single, it could be that someone from the past is coming back and the passion that might have been there at one time is going to be there once again. And maybe there's going to be this moment where the two of you decide to go on a little holiday, or, maybe it's a go for a day drive or something like that, where you're able to disconnect from the outside world and really reconnect on what you once had. Okay, that's not going to be for everyone. Not everyone wants their ex to come back, right? And as we dive deeper, we'll see. For those of you in a relationship, I feel actually that the Six of Cups is not referring at this moment to anyone else coming towards you. I feel like you are reminiscing about how your relationship once was. And you're wanting that back. You're wanting that balance. You're wanting that energy. You're wanting that, that intimacy even back. And you just want to be able to reconnect again on the level that you once did before life takes over, right? And maybe that is why the codependency is on the bottom of the deck, because as I've already said, and I don't want to be, keep repeating, because you're going to get bored, but, maybe there has been just some imbalancement in the relationship, and it has caused a little bit of codependency, and sometimes that can really kind of rob the passion if one person feels more responsible for everything than the other person, and that can kind of take away a little bit of the romance. Can even cause a little bit of resentment sometimes, right? So let's dive a little bit deeper. I do want to see what's under the Eight of Swords. Four of Wands, right? So Four of Wands to me is, first of all, it's a celebration. It's having a good time. This card, these are the lights, this is the fountain deck. Four people are on the beach and they're having a really great time. They're celebrating. But Four of Wands also can mean marriage. So for some of you guys, it is about marriage. Maybe the Eight of Swords is representing if you're in a relationship and you guys kind of have lost the spark, lost the connection. You may be worried that you can't get it back and that you're going to be stuck in this energy of, kind of boredom and all that stuff forever. But that's not the case, because there's things definitely shifting here. We have the Seven of Coins underneath too. So it is really about looking at taking stock, like, have I put in enough? Has my partner put in enough? Can it continue to grow? Is it worth still investing in this relationship? That kind of stuff. And only you, Sag, are going to know if it is worth it or not. But I do suspect that it is what you want because you have the Nine of Cups here. And underneath that is a Hermit. Now that's Virgo's card. So maybe you're going to need to take a little bit of time and go within, because a Hermit is all about going within and really connecting with your deeper wisdom, your deeper soul, your soul even, and really understanding what it is that you truly, truly want. Getting away from the material world, getting away from, even the emotional world, and just really connecting on the deeper level of you and finding out exactly what it is that you are wanting here. 1 second, I just heard my phone go off. Sorry about this, Sag. Okay, so I'm going to go in more, and we're going to use my Light Seers deck to see what else needs to come out for you. All right. I hope this is making sense. If it's not, it's obviously just not your reading, so just leave it all behind. But if it is making sense to you, it looks really beautiful. It's just like there just needs to be a little bit more fine-tuning here. For those of you that are single, it's the same kind of energy, fine-tuning of what you want. Who do you want in a partner? How do you see that relationship looking? If it's someone coming back from the past for you that was once you're very passionate about and they were passionate about you, perhaps there's a need to make a little bit of space to see if you can restart it again, and this time it could be completely different than it was. All right, let's continue. What else? What else do we need to know for Saggy regarding this love reading for them for this end of March 2022? What else can you tell us? I feel like these want to come out. Strength. Well, and then we got Ace of Swords again. Or not again. Ace of Swords. So now you have two aces. So there's a lot of newness here. Feels good. Feels positive. You got Strength. That's Leo. Leo's card. This makes sense. Leo, the sign of... Oh my God. Sorry, bear with me here. Leo is all about, really being brave and determined and courageous, putting the energy in, not giving up if it's what you want. And Ace of Swords is indicating this brand new way of communicating, a brand new way of thinking. King of Pentacles just popped out. Wow, beautiful. Anything else? Oh, hold on. This is so weird. Card is flipped over in here. Oh my God. An Ace of Cups. Oh, right. Beautiful. Okay. We're going to take those. Bottom of the deck, Page of Swords. There's actually I'm getting a lot of clarity coming into you here. Into your mind, into your logic. There is this new I feel like this new way that you are seeing things. Knight of Swords. Okay. All right, we'll go through the bottom of the deck after. I feel like you, over these next couple of weeks, Sag, you are really starting to kind of cut out the shit that you don't need anymore. The way that you think, perhaps it could be your partner's way of thinking, but you're getting very clear of like, what is it that I want? Do I want this relationship? It feels like you do with the 9 of Cups. It really does. It feels like you want your wishes to come true regarding this partnership. Single, you want to find this partner that you're going to have passion with, that you are going to be in balance with, and have this new beginning. So I feel like you're getting very clear either way. But it is going to take a little bit of work because strength is showing up here. This is really indicating that not only are you strong enough to fight for what it is that you want, but you are more than willing to put the work into it here. So I think that's lovely. Besides that, you have the Ace of Swords. As I was saying, another ace, brand new way of thinking. And this is a new beginning to the way that you communicate, the way that you are being very clear in your mind, and even the way you're going to be communicating with your partner or the person that may be coming into your life for those of you that are single. We have the King of Pentacles. It's like it leads you to feeling stable and in control of your life in a beautiful way. Feeling very assured, calm, reflective, but in this really kind of giving energy. It's like you've turned the page from putting all of your energy into outside forces, and you now are really starting to put the energy into the relationship around you. Beautiful, beautiful. And then we have the Ace of Cups, and you've seen how it was flipped. It was flipped over in my deck. And that does not just happen by fluke. I meditate and cleanse the cards before the readings, and in this deck, there was none flipped over. We have the Ace of Cups, third ace. And this is that new start in your emotions. For those of you that are single, this is a new relationship that is on the horizon. And it feels very, very beautiful. It feels very much like a union of solidness, very beautiful emotion towards one another. And I feel excitement as well here. So you have 3 aces in your reading. The only thing that we don't have is ace of your element, Ace of Wands. But that's okay. I feel like there is enough passion here with the King of Pentacles that feels passionate to me, just because the colors on the card pick up that energy every time with the King of Pentacles. I know it's the earth element, but there's some passion going on in this. And then obviously with passion card coming out. We have the Page of Swords on the bottom. Again, new ideas. Maybe it's like new ways of, what's the word? New ways of sparking the romance again, you know? Doing things different, leaving little love notes, surprising someone at work with, I don't know, whatever, of course it could be like flowers or something like that, but do you know what I mean? Like bringing a little bit more spontaneity back into the relationship, and keeping it fresh, trying to keep it fresh. I think it's exactly what you're wanting, because we do have the Knight of Swords here, and the Knight of Swords is fast movement, really determined to go after what it is you want. And if you're single, I feel the same thing. You are coming up with new ways, new ideas of how, I just threw that. New ways of how you want to meet people, but also being very open to all different sorts of people. Maybe not going after the same type of person that you've done in the past, if you are not wanting the Six of Cups back, the person back, if they're coming. And then you're kind of just charging right into it. There's a little hiccup here because there is a Seven of Swords underneath, and it is sandwiched. The Lovers is right there. So it's sandwiched between the Knight of Swords and the Lovers. Seven of Swords is a little bit of a, it can be like that, the theft card. It can be like that sneakiness. Now, for some of you, this could be representing someone that is in your world that is being more sneaky in some way, which I don't know how this is going to fit into the reading here, but I'm just giving it to you because it might make sense to you, right? As everyone is on different paths. It could even though be that you are being a little bit more, okay, well, not the word sneaky, but you are being a little bit more careful and a little bit more, I'm trying to think of how to put this. You know, instead of like actually showing your entire whole heart, if you're single especially, you're going to be a little bit more careful, moving a little bit more carefully. Yeah, that's the energy. So I'm going to leave that there because I really don't know how Spirit wants me to fit that in here. I'm not getting a lot of energy on that. Unless it is referring to someone coming back from the past that was sneaky and that maybe could have been codependent on you, or could have vice versa, could have made it so that you were more codependent on them. So that could be part of the story, because we do have the Lover underneath, the Lovers, and this is normally a beautiful card. It can mean two people coming together that is beautiful partnership, and really good vibes between the two of them. It can also mean a choice card, and I'm actually kind of feeling that more of a choice card for those of you that are single. I feel like, Saggies, if you're in a relationship, I feel like you want it to work. You just want the passion back. You want the intimacy back. You want to have what you once had, what first drew you together. And I feel like you are determined to make that happen. Singles, I feel like the other energy is you're feeling like that too. You want this love, this new love. But if it is someone from the past that's coming back, I guess I would advise you to be really careful if it is what you want, because we also have Aquarius underneath, and Aquarius is a beautiful energy. It is the star, right? So this is about healing and renewed belief. Can be about forgiveness, but that is indicating to me that someone from your past might have really hurt you, and might have been the Seven of Swords here. So look, I'm going to leave it like that because, like I said, you know where you're at. I don't. I'm just the intuitive reader here. Okay, let's see if we can get anything else. I'll use my traditional tarot, and we'll see if anything else wants to come out. Looks beautiful. It looks really... I like the feeling I'm getting. The only hiccup thing that I said is if it's someone from your past that's coming back that once was sneaky and kind of broke your heart and maybe made you feel like you had to be dependent on them, or that they took advantage of you, maybe just be really careful with that. Just really get clear in your mind, you know. I'm a believer that everyone can change, but, you know, not everyone wants to, so just keep that in mind. But you do have your wish fulfillment card showing up here. So what you are wanting is coming. All right, is there anything else that is needed for Sagittarius for the end of March regarding this love reading for them? Is there anything else, Spirit, that you want to speak of? Jeez, okay, I'm just going to keep shuffling because I felt like one really wanted to flip out there. The Tower. Well, I think that's perfect because, like, a lot of people think the Tower is horrible. And obviously sometimes it can be very jarring and it can be very shocking when the Tower comes in. But this is a shakeup that feels like it is needed here, because I feel like in the past things have been very stagnant for all Saggies regarding love who are relating to this reading. So the Tower is coming in to say, look, we got to shake it all up now so that you can start again. And that goes so perfect with 3 aces here. Start again in a brand new way and plant new seeds, nurture it, and water it and take care of it. And you will see how huge your harvest is going to be when this starts to happen. We have the Lovers on the bottom again. So that's twice Lovers is showing up in this reading. So again, this is about getting your partnership back again, really putting in the work, finding that spark, taking that break if you need to, both of you, retreating, trying to get some time together, get that passion going again, reconnect with each other on a open emotional level again, and And again, for you that are single, it is about a choice. You know, a choice of, do you want the person from the past again, or are you open to a new love that's coming in that is going to be better than what the past was? Okay, I'm going to shuffle one more time and see if there's anything else that wants to come out, and then I'm going to close the reading out for you. And you could really virtually be dealing with anyone here because, you know, we got Leo, fire, which is your fellow fire sign. We've got air, we've got earth, and we've got water. So it could be really, truly any sign here. Anything else for Sagittarius regarding this reading? Four of Swords, Two of Pentacles. And King of Wands on the bottom. There's that king showing up now. That's you. That's you showing up. This is going to be how you're feeling. Male or female, doesn't matter. You're going to feel back in your passion state, you know, back in control of everything that you love, back in control, like feeling more connected again with your lover, your partner, potential lover. But you are going to have that zing back, coming back to you. You may need a little bit of time here because the Four of Swords is showing up. You might simply, Saggy, need to take just some bloody time. You know, this doesn't mean you're taking time because you've had a heartbreak, although for some of you that are single, you might have had this. But I'm really picking up on that you've been working really hard on a whole lot of other things, and it is now time to take some time out and just reconnect. I feel like that goes so much with the retreat card. And then we have the Two of Pentacles. You know, juggling. You've been juggling a lot. And, you know, you got to kind of like do what I feel like you're wanting to do here, which is set one of the pentacles down so that you can actually start to focus again on these new beginnings. I keep saying reconnected, but that's the energy that keeps coming to me. Singles, it's a choice. Again, what do you want? Past, or are you going to make room for a new person that may be coming towards you here? So, very interesting read. Positive. Go after what it is that you want. Regardless, Sag, whether you're single or committed, go after what it is that you want, what you know that has been missing. The only thing is to be aware that if someone is coming back from the past, or even put this out, I'm just got to put this out there. If you are dating and you get any kind of signal from your intuition that this new person reminds you of someone from the past that might have been sneaky, that might have broke your heart, be aware of that, right? Because that could be another indication that Spirit is trying to come through to not almost a warning, but kind of just that like heads up, remember, right? And so just be very, very clear in your mind as you move over these next couple of weeks. Okay, so let's see. I just actually wanted to have one look to see what's under the King of Wands. The Hangman, different perspective. Three of Cups, celebration. So a really kind of positive read here. Oh, right. And if someone is coming back from the past, Sag, that you don't want, that you're not interested, that there was some kind of codependency, addiction, something like that, that was more toxic, be the King of Swords. Speak your truth. Be very clear in your communication. You know, you don't have to mince words here if you are absolutely not interested. So that's just going to be for a very few of you. Okay, I'm going to get you a card. Where do I want to get a card out? I'm just going to think. I'm going to feel which way. I'm going to go to the Wisdom Oracle. I feel kind of drawn to that. All right, let's get a card for Sagittarius, please, for this love reading at the end of March. Okay, thank you. Poised. Oh, I like that. That's pretty. When you have blessed on the bottom of the deck. Blessed with the Nine of Cups. You're getting what you want here. You're really going to be getting what you want. You're going to be very happy. You're going to feel really good. You have poise that has come out. And this is really pretty because this is actually that energy of just really allowing yourself to stay connected with what it is that you are wanting here. I am feeling like you're wanting to be passionate again, and you want that intimacy again. So stay poised in that. Don't lose sight of that. Don't allow yourself to go back into an Eight of Swords kind of energy. Beautiful. This is like, it feels excitement. It feels like, look at her. She is like almost dancing there, arms up in the air. It's a positive card. So that's what I feel from this card for you, Sag. I feel like you're going to be really excited again, and you're going to feel really, really good. And that spark that I spoke of at the very beginning that might have just been smoldering, I feel like it's actually going to start to really build up. It's going to be a really nice, but I mean in a beautiful, positive way. Going to get it all back. Okay, so Sag, I'll pull one card out of Treasures from Tikashi, and then I will wrap this reading up for you. I hope there's something in here that has that you've enjoyed, that makes sense to you. If this is your reading, let me know. I love hearing from everyone. You each mean so much to me. Okay, let's get one card for Sagittarius. I'm not sure that one. Process. Okay, thank you. Adventures on the bottom. That's you, Sag. You're adventurous. It does say, enter into everything with openness and love and enjoy the adventure of living. You never know what's coming next. That kind of fits pretty in here for you, for a reading, for this reading. Be adventurous. Take that retreat. Okay, process. Allow and enjoy the process of your life without rushing to the goal. Experiences are all part of the journey. You don't have to understand them all to enjoy the process. Now is a time to look at how you approach and do things. Perhaps make some changes, for what worked for you in the past may not necessarily be the best process in the future. Okay, well, there we go. It is this change. Exactly that. For you singles, what worked in the past, it might not work. Take that how that may resonate. And, you have 3 aces here, so it is about definitely changing something up here and making a new beginning in regards to your love life. All right, Saggy, that's what I have. I hope you enjoyed this. Please remember to leave a like and a subscribe. Hit that share button. Leave me a comment. Let me know how this has resonated with you if you would like to. And we'll see you again sometime. Have a blessed couple of weeks. Take care.